Hi everyone, I'm Mary, and today we're going to be looking at the next episode of Journey to the West by Overly Sarcastic Productions. This is episode 10, and I've been told doubles are involved here, so I'm assuming Monkey gets shaved and they come to life? I don't know. I've made a point not to look it up, which is really fucking hard, because frankly, I want to see what happens! So we're going to do that. I know, it's like I get to do things I enjoy. Who'd have thought that? I know. So we're going to jump in. You guys know, there's a link below to the original video, hit it up, and I think I'll be doing Pope Fight next, but if you guys want me to see something else from Overly Sarcastic Productions, let me know, because they have a lot of really cool stuff, and there's been a lot of recommendations. I really want to see them all, and I do not know which one to check out next. So, yeah, whatever happens, I'll enjoy it. So let's just check this out and see where it goes.
Last time on Journey to the West, our heroes reached the beautiful Western Kingdom of Women, a thriving empire entirely devoid of
and
men.
surprisingly
Pigsy
very
and
peaceful
Tripitaka
up
found
until it wasn't.
themselves temporarily inconvenienced
Until they finally had a
when
demon.
an ill-advised water break left them both expecting
Oh,
a whole
yeah.
world of reproductive
Oh,
pain. Sun
I love
Wukong
that
retrieved
episode.
the magic spring water to terminate their predicament, and our newly unburdened heroes gingerly trekked westward once more, soon finding themselves
I just got that joke. I'm not going to comment on it, but I just got that. And was that in the last episode and I just missed it? I'm going to blame myself for not getting it right away then.
of the Empress herself, who became smitten with Tripitaka and arranged for them to be wed. Mere moments after the Monkey King extricated Tripitaka from this political entanglement, the misfortunate
And it
monk
worked
was
out pretty well for
abducted
him,
by a
actually.
vicious scorpion demoness with dastardly designs on his Buddhist buns. With the help of a celestial giant
Really?
rooster, which I could have rephrased but chose not to, the scorpion demoness was defeated and Tripitaka was saved, handily extricated from this empire of entanglement.
Which she could have phrased differently and chose not to. I have no idea what that is a possible reference to. But if I was a 5-year-old in sense of humor, I would be very much trying not to laugh even thinking about it right now, because haha, funny word. It's a good thing I don't have a 5-year-old sense of humor then.
Our heroes are once more free to continue their journey to the
I love how
west.
whenever they go to the
So our
alternate
heroes
colors,
are trekking
Monkey's eyes
westward,
glow.
and perhaps unsurprisingly,
Okay, one. Wow, that is actually really damn evocative of his face. It is both kind of evil looking and really damn good. You can see the just improvement of art style. And then there's Monkey. I mean, dear God, look at him, man. Wukong is just chilling out. It's like, sup? Yeah, I got a cloud. Pretty soft. I just love how they look. And the horse is just done with this shit. Yeah.
speed is becoming a bit of a concern with the gang. The journey
Really?
has been progressing at, shall we say, a leisurely pace.
Like they keep
and
running the
Pigsy tries to
mountains.
speed things along by
Hey, bud, you can just fly the rest of the way. I won't tell. Snort. I mean, couldn't literally all of them do that except Tripitaka and their extension, or not extensions, exclusively told not to? Pretty sure. That could be
encouraging
wrong.
the horse to motor a little. The horse is unimpressed, so Sun Wukong takes a crack at motivating him and discovers a fun bonus to having once been Heaven's official horse master, the Pima Wen. As though the horse is actually a dragon, Sun Wukong has official bureaucratic control over him, and at
I'm sorry. He has bureaucratic control still. They never revoked his title and so rather than actually just threatening everyone, he could just make horses do what he wants. And they never thought to get rid of that when they literally tried to kill him. It's like, we won't remove your title, but we will try to kill you. Life is way more easy to remove than giving someone a title, because then we have to deal with you know what? Actually, joking aside, that suddenly makes a lot of sense, and I don't even fault them for it.
Wen, as though the horse
A made-up title referencing a practice of housing a monkey in a stable to keep horses healthy. Technically his boss. That's actually it. Really? That's actually a thing they did? Oh, it's probably to eat bugs off the horses so they wouldn't get tick infested. Actually, that makes a lot of sense. White dragon horse. Technically a horse.
is actually a dragon, Sun Wukong has official
His eyes are
bureaucratic
glowing
control
again.
over him, and at his command, the horse tears off at high speeds, towing
Yep.
the unfortunate Tripitaka along with him. As the gang pursue
And
at a
he's just
slightly better than
enjoying
leisurely
it.
pace, Tripitaka finds himself in a fun new predicament, as the horse runs them straight into a bandit ambush. Bandits
Okay, we just admit now that this is a nice little change of pace. For once, this isn't Pigsy fucking it up. Neat. Your money or your life, little man. I am truly sorry to disappoint you.
As is their nature, demand money, which is a problem because for religious reasons, Tripitaka has no money. The bandits don't like that very much and knock him around a little, and Tripitaka makes the tactical decision to lie for the first time in his life, telling the bandit leader that his disciple will be along any minute, and he's definitely carrying.
I mean, I would be no, actually, I'm going to hold off on what I said. Would any of them have money? I mean, Monkey definitely wouldn't, because he would just take anything he cares about. Pigsy, I wouldn't expect him to be able to keep money on him. And Sandy honestly seems like a good guy who might actually be trying to do what Tripitaka said.
Money. The bandits
the horse probably has money.
Wait for his disciples to come give them exactly what they deserve. The gang catches up, but Monkey spots the bandit situation and tells the others to hang back while he handles it. Then he turns into a young monk and strolls into camp to see what all the fuss is about. Tripitaka tells him he told the bandits he had money, and Monkey's like, oh, that's genius. Tell that to more bad guys. It'll give me so much more to do. The bandits circle up on Monkey and let Tripitaka go, so Tripitaka immediately hops on the horse and books it, unfortunately in fully the wrong direction. He spent so much time heading west, you'd think he'd be better at it by now. Anyway, Monkey recommends that he and the bandits split the money. And when they assume that he's looking to profit when his master isn't looking, he clarifies that he has no money. He means,
come on, man, do I really look like I have money? To be fair, that is the case. I'm sure we could find a way to split the riches. Skimming from your master's travel funds. Very devious.
And when they assume that he's looking to profit when his master isn't looking, he clarifies that he has no money. He means that they are going to share their bandit loot with him. The bandits attack, and only then does Tripitaka realize
I have just made a huge mistake. Yes, you did. But also, holy shit, man. Just that moment of, oh, are you threatening me? This is probably the creepiest face I've ever seen of him. And Red does a lot of really great art with Wukong being demented when his eyes start glowing, because no one else really has that effect. Even the horse, whose eyes do glow, don't have that multi-layered effect that gets brighter as they go. And I think right now, the fact that he has a perfectly human face that looks like Tripitaka, but then there's just the glowing eyes radiating out from him, it's the creepiest version of him I've seen, because it's just so placid, because he knows they can do nothing and they're all about to be disarmed in a very literal sense. And their weapons too, probably.
And does Tripitaka realize that leaving Monkey unsupervised with a crew of ne'er-do-wells is guaranteed to end badly, and he tells Pigsy to rush over and stop Monkey from killing.
You could have said Sandy. It would have worked. You could have gone back. It would have worked. You could have probably sent the horse, who actually probably is literally not allowed to do that due to actual bureaucratic reasons. Okay, you could have said Sandy and it would have worked. Stop him before he does anything violent. Oh, sure. And I'll part the Red Sea while I'm at it. You have a better chance of that, probably.
Anyone. Pigsy returns with good news. The bandits have disbanded.
What?
From a certain point of view, on account of how they can't be bandits if they're not alive anymore. Sure enough, Monkey has killed 2 of them, and the rest of the bandits have run off in terror.
Only 2?
Tripitaka is very unhappy about this and insists.
Oh yeah, he's mostly just killed demons going forward, now that I think about it. I'm really, really sorry about this. When you file complaints, please remember me as your hapless victim and my awful disciple as your killer. Oh yeah, because bureaucracy of heaven, they actually might have complaints to file. Oh my god, that sounds actually worse. That actually sounds horrible. That is hell. I stand by that.
Insists on giving proper funeral rites for the dead bandits, and as he prays over their graves, he asks them to lay the blame for their deaths solely on the one guy responsible and not any of that guy's innocent friends, which Monkey thinks is very funny because he only killed those bandits for Tripitaka, and if he didn't need to protect this hapless monk so much, they'd still be alive.
I mean, he ain't wrong, but that also still was No, it wasn't even Tripitaka's fault. It was mostly Monkey for instigating it. Yeah, normally Monkey's been the voice of reason in a lot of episodes. I guess it was bound to be time that he would be the problem. Make sure to mention I killed you to protect the chosen scripture pilgrim himself.
He knocks on their grave.
And when you see King Yama, tell him I said sorry, not sorry. Oh my god, he's such an ass. I love it.
And tells the dead bandits to complain to whatever gods they want because he's on a first-name basis with all of them, and most of them are terrified of him, so good luck getting an impartial judge to arbitrate that grievance. Tripitaka's pretty thoroughly seething at this point, and nobody's happy when they bunker down for the night in a nearby village. Tripitaka asks a friendly old man for shelter and asks him to please ignore his absolutely terrifying disciples, and
I don't know, Sandy's pretty chill. Except he's the one who's fine with violence and doesn't kill people. Unlike Monkey, who does. Also, I just want to take a second to appreciate
Tripitaka asks a friendly seething at this point.
right here. This is the first time we've seen Pigsy do the right thing and shut the F up, rather than making it worse. He's learning.
Nobody's happy when they bunker down for the night in a nearby village. Tripitaka asks a friendly old man for shelter and asks him to please ignore his absolutely terrifying disciples, and after a little hesitation, the old man and his family agree that it's probably okay to take them in for the night. The old man and his wife tell the gang that their family is a little bit splintered at the moment. The kid and the woman staying with them are actually their grandchild and daughter-in-law respectively, and the kid's father, their son, is a tragically misguided...
My only son abandoned his wife and child. He spends his day as costing traveler with a pack of awful bandits. He shames me, yet I cannot bring myself to wholly hate him. I wonder which one of those bandits, out of most of them alive, he's probably alive. There's no way that's going to be, oh, by the way, you just killed my son. That's definitely not the case.
Guided soul who lost his way and took to banditry. Some very awkward tea sipping ensues until Monkey cheerfully volunteers to kill him for them.
Someone should totally kill that guy. No, thank you. Also, he literally is just completely okay with it. Even Pigsy got it, and he literally grabbed an entire gourd? No, that's not gourd. Cauldron of rice? Not even rice? I don't even know.
Them, but sadly that elegant solution is vetoed because the old man doesn't want to lose his only son. And fortunately, it's not too late because their son was luckily not one of the two bandits that Monkey already flattened.
Oh. Was not expecting that. Huh. Neat.
Unfortunately, he leads the rest of the still kind of panicking bandits straight to the old man's house, and upon spotting the horse outside, realizes their enemies are literally right where they want him. The bandits make some plans to kill the gang in their sleep, but first they settle in for a hearty dinner, the third most important meal of the day, after breakfast and revenge. The old man takes the opportunity to sneak away and warn our heroes, so they quickly bundle everything up and sneak out the back. When the bandits realize...
Wait, what did he just say? We keep them busy, but you have to get out of here. Yeah, I know, it'd be so horrible if your son died in your own house. You know, actually, never mind. That probably would be horrible. Do it somewhere else where he doesn't see it.
Opportunity to sneak away and warn our heroes, so they quickly bundle everything up and sneak out the back. When the bandits realize they've...
How is this still happening? I mean, you did tell Monkey not to kill anyone, or well, got mad at him for doing it. Granted, he was being asked about it, and he's just enjoying the chaos. He's just enjoying the chaos. Granted, they're literally no threat to him. Hell, they're probably not even a threat to Sandy or Pigsy, and Pigsy is still asleep. I just noticed that. Oh my god.
Slipped away, they pursue, catching up with the gang around sunrise, much to Tripitaka's dismay. Monkey's like, hey, don't worry, boss, I'll take care of this.
Non-lethally, right?
Oh, who's in
Non-lethally, right?
Oh, they did the meme!
So Sun Wukong does what he does best. Incredible violence. He just kind of kills most of them, has one of the survivors identify the old man's son among the bodies, and decides the optimal move is to behead the body to show Tripitaka, because I guess he thought that was a good idea? Obviously, Tripitaka is incredibly upset about this and recites the migraine spell while...
I mean, you know, you can get away with a lot, but honestly, the beheading one, that is a lot of fucked up. And, Pigsy's helping by burying the bodies. Wasn't expecting that.
Pigsy buries the bandits. When Tripitaka finally stops, he tells Monkey he's done with him. He's just done too many flagrant, unrepentant murders for Tripitaka to be cool with keeping him on as a disciple anymore. Monkey begs him to reconsider, but he threatens to do the headache spell again, and...
Wait, boss, no. There's no place for a killer on this journey. Just go before I make you. Huh. I mean, I know they already did this song and dance once before, but before it was a disagreement that was mostly Tripitaka's fault, and Monkey was the one who was honestly the more mature, and now I guess Tripitaka's grown a bit to give him a lot more credit. He wasn't jumping to conclusions, and admittedly, he made his displeasure known, and he's not punishing him more than he already did with the helmet. And, you know, at this point, we all know for a fact, if it ever went all the way and gave him a permanent headache and literally blew up his skull, he's cut his head off and regrown it before. The fact that the head regrew with that on it actually is kind of impressive. But again, it's like, Muda did it, so yeah, it makes sense. Also, I love that they have the different tones here with him over top of it. It's really good to have the layered text right there.
Taking the hint, Monkey flies away. He floats around aimlessly for a little while, considering his options. He doesn't really want to deal with immortals, gods, or dragon kings, and the monkeys at Flower Fruit Mountain will probably just laugh at him. In a way, he really doesn't fit in anywhere.
Which is interesting, because the last time he got shut around, he didn't feel like it was his fault. And now you can tell that the moping is making him feel like, yeah, no, this one's on me. But by this point, he was also way more invested. Because before, when he was kicked out, he went back and it was cool and he kind of loved it. And then he went back because he wanted to be there. Now it's the exact opposite, where he wanted to be there and he got kicked out for something that kind of is his fault. He's powerful enough that he doesn't have to kill. Mercy's easy to say when you're powerful enough to be able to dole it out. Take that however you want. There's multiple ways you can take that. And he's definitely powerful enough to do it. Kind of like Superman. He doesn't have to kill. Where someone much weaker might have to. Monkey is at that level of, I don't need to do shit. But, what he chooses to do is more important then.
Which is when he remembers that whenever there's trouble, he can always just go to Kuan Yin. So he does. He zips over to the Great Southern Ocean, says hi to
Oh, yeah, that's Red Boy. He still didn't grow his hair back. Huh. Hey, kids, is the boss around? Hello, Great Sage. Another kidnapping? Oh, my God. Ha, good guess. But this is for Boda Vista ears only. Oh, my God.
Moksha and has a little good-natured sniping with the now-reformed Red Boy. They lead him to Kuan Yin, who asks him to tell her what's wrong and to please...
Oh, my God, he's actually crying to her. I'm sorry, I'm so used to him being the badass at the fact that he was pleading with Tripitaka, and now he's pleading with Kuan Yin. This is... Merciful Buddha, do me a solid here. Give me the strength not to smack a monk upside the head. I just wanted to help, and no. He said... I'm going to give him credit here. He really does want to help, but Tripitaka... It's not as blatantly one-sided as the last time around. But it's still not entirely either one's fault, but also not entirely not their faults.
Stop crying. Monkey tearfully explains the situation
also, I love
and how all he wants to do is help Tripitaka complete his journey and achieve enlightenment for both of them. Kuan Yin points out that Monkey had a lot of options for dealing with those bandits.
Havoc in 7 flavors? Of course his ice cream is Havoc. I wonder what that tastes like. Rocky Road. Definitely Rocky Road. Now, son, you know murder is wrong. Old habits die hard. Harder than bad guys anyway. Also, Red changed up how Kuan Yin was portrayed. Nice.
Bandits that weren't full-on murder, and he agrees that he was wrong, but he should have been given a chance to do better rather than just being fully exiled for his mistake. He plans to go to the Buddha to ask him to remove the golden circlet.
Maybe the Buddha will let me go back to being a regular, devastatingly handsome monkey. Hold that thought.
That binds him to Tripitaka's quest, but before he can, Kuan Yin takes a quick peek into Tripitaka's future and tells Monkey that Tripitaka will be in great...
You won't believe this. Tripitaka is going to need rescuing soon. I thought the sun rose this morning. I know, absolutely shocking.
Great danger soon. What else is new? And he'll need Monkey's help to get out of it, at which point they'll reconcile and be able to move on with the journey to the west. Realizing he's not quite out of the story just yet, Monkey settles in and starts demolishing Kuan Yin's Ben & Jerry's supply. Meanwhile, Tripitaka, Sandy, Pigsy, and the horse are continuing westward, but Tripitaka's getting a little hungry and asks Pigsy to go find him some food. Unfortunately, they're in the middle of absolutely nowhere, so...
Wait, he can actually do that? Just fly instantly to get me a snack. Next, he'll be asking me to wisecrack and turn into bugs. I mean... He can shapeshift, so he probably could. Wisecrack's probably beyond him, though.
Pigsy flies pretty far afield and takes so long that Tripitaka composes a whole poem about how
Translation. To nurse breath and spirit, that extraction. Feeling the nature are in form the same. Elements arise from spirit and mind distraught. When shape and sperm fail, the way declines? What kind of poem is the admittedly perfect Buddhist putting out here? Because, I thought we didn't go with the Empress back there. 3 followers fizzle and your labor's vain. All 4 great wither and strive for naught. Earth and wood sterile, metal and water die. When true self so sluggish be attained. Stay right here, okay? I'll go hurry him up. And Sandy's just freaked out by the nope of it.
Thirsty he is, which I'm told is a common problem after a bad breakup. Sandy follows Pigsy to hurry him up, and as Tripitaka is left sad and alone, suddenly, who should appear but Sun Wukong with a porcelain cup of ice-cold water. He offers Tripitaka the water, but Tripitaka absolutely refuses, denying that he could ever need his help. Sun Wukong says there's no way they'll reach the Western Heaven without him, but when Tripitaka tells him to get stuffed, Sun Wukong smashes the cup, whacks Tripitaka, steals their luggage, and flies away. When Sandy and Pigsy return with some borrowed food and water, they actually think he's dead, but as Sandy tearfully cradles his body, he realizes he's just been knocked out. Tripitaka recovers and tells...
Considering how many dead bodies they saw, I'm kind of surprised that they thought he was dead. Son attacked me, and after you were so nice to him, Okay, no, at this point, it's completely on him. He's the one bitching out now.
Tells them that Monkey attacked him and stole their stuff.
That's weird,
They bring
though.
him to the house they got the food.
Ooh, I'm gonna show him what for. Are you? Are you really? And Tripitaka being sassy. Seriously, every time he gets to be sassy, it's definitely my favorite part of his character.
From so he can recover.
does
And
it so
Pigsy's
rarely,
fully
though.
on the warpath and really wants to go after Monkey. But Tripitaka
And
points out that
horribly.
Pigsy has never ever beaten Monkey, so it'd probably be better if Sandy went instead.
And the horse is consoling him. Can you give him what for me? I could certainly try. Honestly, he'd probably write a letter and it'd be very, very scolding and very disappointed.
If he can't get Monkey to see reason, he should go straight to Kuan Yin. He's learning. So Sandy flies to Flower Fruit Mountain and finds
He can
Sun
do it
Wukong
too.
reading their travel script aloud to a bunch of monkeys. When he asks what exactly he's doing, Wukong acts like he doesn't recognize him and has his monkeys seize Sandy and drag
What?
him before him. Sandy tells him that Tripitaka was wrong to exile him, and he understands why he's angry, and if he's not willing to come back with him to rejoin the group, could he at least return all their stuff so that they can continue their journey? At that, Monkey laughs and tells him he didn't take their stuff out of revenge. He needs it for his own journey to the west. After all, he doesn't need Tripitaka. He never had.
Yes, he did, and yes, he does. He literally needs him because of that helmet thingy. Circlet. Do you have any idea what it is like watching him slowly stumble through a journey I could finish in seconds without him? I'm doing the world a favor by cutting him out. Honestly, I thought you stuck around because it was entertaining.
He
And
can do
the
this
circlet.
whole journey by himself. And
Probably,
when he's done,
yeah,
he'll
has
be
actually
remembered
already.
forever without any of those other
No, literally, he literally already did the journey by himself. It's literally a thing he already did. They're still doing it.
chumps hogging the spotlight. He's just been doing his homework first to make sure he knows what he's getting into. Sandy says that won't work. Tripitaka is the chosen scripture pilgrim, the reincarnation of Golden Cicada. Tripitaka has to be the one to deliver the scriptures. That's fine, says Monkey. I got my own. Sure enough, he presents identical copies of the rest of the group.
Save me. I am a lazy and hedonistic. I am also here. Okay, see, that's not just fair. It's completely unrealistic. Sandy does more than that. He's also the best boy. This is accurate.
Tripitaka, the horse, Pigsy, and Sandy. Enraged at the sight of his doppelganger, Sandy leaps out and kills it, revealing it to be an ordinary monkey magically transformed. Sun Wukong is enraged and orders his army of monkeys to attack, and Sandy fights his way out and zips off towards the Southern Ocean to get Kuan Yin's help.
This
Sun
is
Wukong,
weird.
meanwhile, has the dead monkey fried up for dinner, picks a new monkey to be his copy Sandy, and goes back to teaching them everything.
Wait, what? Fried up the dead monkey? Okay, that actually surprises me more than anything else. Monkey throwing a fit? Sure. Monkey attacking Tripitaka because of stupidity? Not expecting it. Eating the dead monkey. I've been informed that despite all the people he kills and being a demon lord and all that kind of shit, Monkey never ate anyone because apparently he's vegetarian and he got extra powers by doing so. Oddly enough, wasn't a type of immortality, so it's a weird one for him. This is weird, though.
Everything they'll need to know about their journey to the west. Sandy touches down in the Southern Ocean, marveling briefly at its
he never
beauty
went there.
before heading in to talk to Kuan Yin and to Sun Wukong,
What?
who's just chilling. Sandy attacks him in a rage, and Monkey dodges.
They have doppelgangers, so who else has multiple? Because they're not using the hares, they're using the other monkeys. Oh, also, wow, Kuan Yin was not expecting that. My lady, I'm so sorry to
Kuan
intrude.
Yin and to Sun.
Hello, Sha Wujing. Oh, that's his actual name. Sha Wujing. Oh, okay. We've been expecting you. Nah, I thought he'd kick out Pigsy next. Technically he did, but not in the way you thought.
Wukong, who's just chilling. Sandy attacks him in a rage, and Monkey dodges
misses.
around, a little confused, and asks him to please enumerate his grievances before trying to kill him about it. Sandy pumps the brakes and tells Kuan Yin that after Monkey's bandit murder banishment,
Actually, all joking aside about this, why was he so enraged about his own copy? Wukong does copies of everything all the time and transforms frequently. It's not like he didn't know about that, and it seems like it's a rage button issue for Sandy right now. Unless there's something I'm missing that maybe will come up later, I don't know.
he attacked Tripitaka, stole their stuff, hijacked the entire premise of the plot, and attacked Sandy with an army of monkeys. Kuan Yin tells Sandy that that's
What the? That is very worrying. And she knows already, doesn't she? Of course. Also, wow. Red is really going out on just doing slightly different versions of Kuan Yin every time she draws her now. And they look amazing. Also, I just love him being overridden by her talking in slow tones. Oh my god. It's really funny because, he technically did already do the entire journey himself all the way to Buddha. They even made a joke point about, oh, yeah, this is faster than I expected.
Impossible, because Sun Wukong has been with her this whole time. She's been keeping a close eye on him, and he hasn't done anything even close.
Oh, the goldfish! I forgot about the goldfish! Hey, buddy, staying out of trouble? No, run. She has a folding chair in the newspaper. Of course.
To that. Sandy knows what he saw, so Kuan Yin tells him to take Monkey
Destroy
with
the
him back
imposter.
to Flower Fruit Mountain to see what's really
The two of you should... I have no idea what that says, and that actually bugs me a bit.
going on. Sandy is understandably suspicious the whole trip and doesn't let Monkey
Who
out of
is
sight,
ding
but when they
dang my
reach the
mountain?
mountain, sure enough, they see a second Sun Wukong, identical in every way to the first. Monkey is enraged at the impersonation and charges in, demanding to know who would dare
Big
steal
fan,
his face, his
obviously.
home, and his army of monkeys. The two Sun Wukongs begin a spectacular
Oh man, that's a relief. I'm sorry I ever doubted you, son. Don't sweat it, buddy. He's talking to me, asshole. No. This is actually perfectly in character, and the monkeys are just like, what the fuck?
battle.
And
while
the one is
Sandy
just
now
enjoying it.
reassured that the Sun Wukong who attacked Tripitaka was not, in fact, his trusted friend and comrade, but this imposter, he now has the new problem that he can't
Uh-oh. You wish you were me, you handsome bastard. Flattery won't save you from my imitable wrath? Yeah, that's definitely not not Goku, Wukong. I don't think he would ever use that word.
tell which
Well, I
is
mean, not in
which.
this
Sun
version, at least.
Wukong, or at least one of them, tells him to
Tell Tripitaka the usual plan. Don't listen to him. It's my usual plan. They have a plan? I should even know that was a thing.
go tell Tripitaka what's going on, and he'll lead the fight back to Kuan Yin so she can tell which one of them is real. As Sandy zips off, the monkeys continue to fight, shouting
They're
and
actually
insulting
holding
each
together?
other the whole time. Kuan Yin goes out to see what all the fuss is about, and
Okay, Red Boy? It's all my nightmares at once. Moksha and... Oh, this must be one of the attendants who I just don't recognize. Think you fake monkey? I'll make you eat those words. Oh my god. What the hell?
Monkey, or at least one of them, tells her that Sandy's eyes weren't refined in
Get a load of this poser. He can't even get my nose right. Big miscalculation, buddy. Kuan Yin, can you see right through you?
enlightened enough to tell which of them was real, but surely she'll be able to unravel this puzzle no problem. Kuan Yin and all the bodhisattvas in attendance stare for a long
They can't tell. With moves that weak, you couldn't fool my non-existent grandma. She'd have to be blind as a stump to think you were me.
time, evidently unwilling to be the first to admit that they have no idea which is which. Kuan Yin has them separated, and
What? Oh. Okay, let's go here and just talk about the part that's actually surprising. That they allowed themselves to be separated. This should clear things up. Wait. Oh boy, here it comes.
tries the migraine
Also, this is the one.
spell, but it seems to affect both of them
Oh.
equally, and as soon as she stops, they
Was not expecting that. They
has them
both feel
separated
it?
and tries the migraine spell, but it seems to
Did someone actually clone him? Looks like they're both feeling it, my lady. Let's not be hasty, and he's just having fun with this. Oh, jeez.
affect both of them equally, and as soon as she stops, they start fighting again. Kuan
You think it's so easy getting my scream right? Have it up any harder and you'd be passing for Pigsy, no problem. That's not even a funny one. Well, hopefully the Jade Emperor looked up the good dishware. Oh my god.
Yin says maybe the celestial warriors he fought when he wreaked havoc in heaven will be able to tell them apart, so they fight
No.
their way up to heaven and fill the gods in on what
He's already feeling the chair. I'm sorry, I love this. They're just, at this point, he's not even fighting to win. He's just having fun. Hey, Neza. Tell this clown only I could have kicked your butt that bad. Drop this guy in the crucible, Lutzu. I bet he melts in a day. Oh my
what's
god.
going on. But they have no luck either, and the Jade Emperor has them shoot out of the hall before they
I can't take you anywhere. The real me would have known that already. Okay, that actually makes a lot of sense.
wreck the place, and the monkeys take their cartoon cloud of violence back down to Earth to go see Tripitaka. Speaking of whom, Sandy makes it back to the
A
others and
second Sun Wukong. And this one's a real jerk. The perfect disguise. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Just the sidelines here are so amazing. There's so many good jokes. And even Pigsy got one.
pulls them in, and Tripitaka is very upset to learn he wrongly blamed Monkey for attacking him when in reality it was a demon in disguise.
Is
They
it?
hear a commotion outside and see the two
I hear this creep gave you a hard time. Oh, that's real cute. He won't fall for that twice. Are you sure about that?
Monkeys still locked in a furious mirror match, and Pigsy, who's wanted nothing more than a chance to really.
Well, this is how Pigsy dies. Oh well. Hey, something, but this on hold and just slap Pigsy around. Oh, how sweet, Talker. And they're literally just going with it. Hang on, buddy. Help is a coin flip away.
Deck Monkey in the face and sees this as an absolute win, immediately
Tripitaka
flies up to
realizes
quote-unquote help. After
Oh, he actually saved him? Aw.
Deck Monkey in the face and sees this is an absolute win, immediately
The tight fillet spell should reveal the fake. No, wait, we're already tried that. Oh, yeah, because Guan Yin did it too.
flies up to quote-unquote help. After trying
And
the
save
migraine spell
Pixie.
one more time, which continues to not help, the monkeys go back to fighting and zip
All right, buddy, I'll see you in hell. Not if I get there first. They're digging down. Oh my god.
down to the underworld to see if King Yama can tell which is which.
Sure.
When they're gone, Tripitaka and Pigsy tell
Oh, I wish I had taken a check just to hit him. That would be funny. Did you check behind the waterfall? There's a behind the waterfall? Oh, buddy, you always check behind the waterfall. No, that makes perfect sense. Even in games, you always check behind the waterfall. They have a lot of cool shit there.
Sandy about
Also,
Monkey's
because caves
hidden
do
cave in
sometimes form
Flowerford
there.
Mountain, which Sandy didn't know about, but is probably where their gear was hidden this whole time. Tripitaka tells Pigsy to go and get it while both monkeys are distracted, because imposter aside, Tripitaka is still angry at the real monkey and has no intention of taking him back as his disciple. Ice cold. Meanwhile, the monkeys fight their way into
Oh, they're literally fighting in hell. They'll be thrilled one of me finally died. Like the 10 kings won't recognize you're nothing but store brand.
the underworld, absolutely panicking the ghosts, and head for the Ledger of the Dead, hoping
Yeah.
they'll be able to clarify things. Unfortunately, there's no entry for
Because they don't have their name in there anymore. Can't believe I'm facing consequences for my own actions. Well, I can believe I cunningly screwed you over 500 years before we met. Yeah.
fake Monkey King, and the whole thing is a little screwy anyway on account of how Monkey himself sabotaged the ledger that one time, so all the documentation on monkeys worldwide is completely borked. However, there is actually an option. King Yama calls forth Di Ting, a monstrous dog-like being capable of telling true from false. Di Ting listens carefully and actually gets something. He says he knows the name of the false monkey, but he can't say it, and they can't help in capturing it. See, the problem is the identity may be false, but the power is real. The false monkey is actually as strong as the real one, and if he were revealed here, he might absolutely demolish the underworld in retribution. Di Ting says the Buddha can help, though, so the fight heads back to the surface and towards the
And of course, they make the trip. Oh, great. Tripitaka complained for weeks last time I sped ran this. Well, you won't be suffering through it.
Thunderclap
Know which one's real,
where
this
they
one.
arrive just in time to serve as a good bad example in the
It's as your ass too, I'll kick. And that, folks, is what not to do. Oh.
Buddha's lecture on emptiness and understanding. The monkeys stop fighting, kneel, and explain the situation.
They actually both kneeled? Okay. Was not expecting that. So, this is still happening. I'm officially out of ideas. I see the problem. He's talking about you, only because problem is my affectionate nickname. You know what? Considering some of the crazy shit people have told me, I could actually believe that wasn't a joke Red put in. I'm pretty sure it is, but I don't know. Also, the tail seems to be curling differently.
Kuan Yin also rolls up to corroborate their story and explain that she couldn't tell them apart, and neither could all the gods in heaven and the underworld combined. The Buddha explains that the problem they're running into is that none of them know everything. He says that in the universe there are 5 kinds of immortals: celestial, earthbound, divine, human, and ghostly, and 5 kinds of creatures: short-haired, scaly, hairy, winged, and crawling. However, in the whole universe there are 4 spiritual primates that do not fall into any of these 10 categories. The first is good old Sun Wukong, the intelligent stone monkey who knows transformations, recognizes the seasons, discerns the advantages of Earth, and is able to alter the course of planets.
Oh, so we're actually going with variations of the different stone monkeys? Because people told me about this, but honestly, I kind of glossed over it because it was a huge wall of text. I tried reading it, but I'm an idiot.
And stars. Then there's the red-buttocked baboon with knowledge of yin and yang and understanding of human affairs and the ability to avoid death and lengthen its life. Then there's the long-armed gibbon who can seize the sun and moon, shorten mountains, distinguish auspicious from inauspicious, and manipulate planets and stars. And finally, there's the 6-eared macaque, a nearly omniscient being with very sensitive hearing, knowledge of past and future, and comprehension of all things. With all this laid out, Buddha declares that the false monkey, who is clearly aware of
Ergo, our imposter is the 6-eared macaque. I'm not the only one, and... Oh. He actually had no idea. And we see who the imposter is.
in events in order to maintain his disguise, must therefore be the six-eared macaque. The macaque, now exposed, freaks out and tries to run, but he's quickly surrounded, and when he turns into a bee to try and escape, Buddha traps him under his golden alms bowl, revealing his true form. Sun Wukong, enraged at what the six-eared macaque put him through, kills it, which upsets the Buddha, but Monkey points out he was
okay. Big question here. Why did he run if he was already holding his own against Goku or Wukong? And why did he suddenly kill him now when he... What? Was transforming probably gave him power. I feel like I'm missing things. Another conflict resolved by thoughtful understanding and murder.
Wukong, enraged at what the six-eared macaque put him through, kills it, which upsets the Buddha, but Monkey points out he was guilty.
He was an endangered species. I'll say pissing me off that bad is about as endangering as it gets. And there he learned everything about his enemies, making sure Tripitaka is fine with still killing everyone who gets in his way.
He was assault and robbery anyway, and any court would have had him executed regardless, which I guess is better. Anyway, with the false monkey situation officially dealt with, the Buddha says it's time for Sun Wukong to return to Tripitaka. And while Wukong is convinced that he'll never take him back, Kuan Yin goes with him and very
To be fair, her telling you get the fuck off your high horse is usually a good way. Just checking, do you think you're a better judge of character than the Buddha himself? Of course not. Thank you, ma'am. Okay, cool. A very good choice, yeah. Say something only the real Sun would say. Even if I was the fake, you'd be powerless against me. Cool. And he's hugging Sandy. Oh, that's adorable.
Kindly informs Tripitaka that the Buddha himself says he was wrong to kick out Monkey, and if he actually wants to survive the journey, he'll focus on helping Monkey become a better Buddhist and disciple rather than just kicking him out at the first sign of trouble. Tripitaka takes the...
I mean, in this case, it wasn't the first sign. It was a lot of signs prior to that. So I'll give him credit on that part. Him bitching after that was too far.
Hint and accepts Monkey back into the gang, and with everyone filled in on the...
Can you imagine using omniscience to follow our adventures? Makes sense to me. I'm an extremely compelling lead. Oh. I hate how much lines like this that are so stupid are making me like Pigsy more.
Evil twin situation, the bad blood has officially been dealt with and the gang can continue their journey to the west. The heroic Monkey King has defeated his dark reflection, and our heroes, once shattered by mistrust and manipulation, now present a united front against whatever dangers they might face. But will that unity be enough? A burning mountain looms on the horizon, and beyond it a monstrous enemy that the Monkey King once called brother. Our heroes will face perils old and new next time on Journey to the West.
Or the Bull Demon? So on the one hand, it's really cool to see just how much the style of animation has changed from that first episode all the way to now, which just came out this year, and it's so freaking cool. But on the other hand, first episode where they're leading into telling you what exactly is going to happen in the next episode, and they're hyping it up at the end of it, and it's going to be another 8 months until that comes out. That is going to suck, is what I would say, except there's a ton of things I can still check out from Overly Sarcastic Productions, and I'm freaking excited, man, because there's the Pope fights, there's all of the Greek history, there's the Roman gods. I think there might be crossovers. I know in history there are, but I'm not sure if they are in how they're setting it up. There's apparently an entire thing about tropes, which I know I'm going to love getting into. I think that Blue does, because I just find that fun. It's a personal thing for me. I just love that kind of stuff. I just want to know what to check out next, because there's so many cool things. So if you have a favorite down below, let me know. I have a few that I've been kicking around, mostly Pope fights so far, because it's been heavily recommended. But frankly, I just want to see what happens, and I want to see where they go, how crazy it gets. So let me know. I'm really curious to see what everyone wants to see, and yeah, we'll go from there. I'll see you guys in the next one. Adios.